Praise the Most High Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai, the bonus of the elders and apostles of Jem, and Shavua. Well, Shalom to the elders for that. You see this?
In the daytime, I'm a security guard, and at nighttime, I'm a homeless boy. Oh, I'm working for Other on Bond Street. It's $8.50 an hour. I'm working, but I have nowhere to stay. So how do I function? When I'm on my way to work, I feel tired, and when I'm supposed to be at work, I can't. I then won't have the energy for me to move, nor do anything at work. You know, they say you're at risk on the road. You're more in danger in that place with all the mad people than out on the street. Those crackheads in there, junkies in there, people overdosing. Sometimes you go into somewhere thinking, do I really feel safe here? Is this really for me? This is where they want to put me. They said that you're working, so go and run privately. They said we can't help you. And they said there's nothing wrong with me, so I ain't got a mental illness. Health-wise, I'm pretty fit. I can't think straight at all. My mind's corrupted. I don't know whether I'm going or coming.
It just shows you. It says he earns £8.50 an hour. If you're working a 40-day a week, what's that? £85 times 4. So 170, 340, 680. That's 1360. £8.50 an hour. 1360 a month. Which that's I don't even think that's 18 grand a year, bruv. You know what I mean? Let's get that real quick. Not that I'm trying to calculate man's wage or whatever. Let's see. 850 times average 40 hours a week normally. 40 times 4 equals, so times 12, 16,320. Now if you go into the London living wage, is an hourly rate of pay currently set at £10.85. If you calculate that using, you know, the calculator, let's see, £10.85 times average 40-hour week times 4 times 12, 20 grand. That's not even a lot, man. So that's the living wage. That's what they're saying. And if you go into, I've been looking at flats and that. If you go into flats, and now any time you look at all these investments or these financial gurus or whatever, they say you're meant to pay a quarter of your monthly earnings into your rent. So if you say you earn £1,500 a month, you're not supposed to spend, let's say £1,600 a month. You're not supposed to spend more than £400 on your rent in order to build wealth. Because here you have what's it called? Council tax. You have your gas, electric, or just your electric, depending whether or not you have gas. You know what I mean? So if you look at this is a 1-bedroom. You know, share with another, so that's 2-bedroom. That's 800 a month. This guy earns 1,300 or 1,400. It has to be before tax. You know what I mean? So he pays his rent. He's got 400 left over. What's he gonna do with that? You know, if you just want to rent a single room, that's 650. You know, after everything, you're left with what, 700, like £500. So that's not really a lot when you take into account. I don't know whether or not the guy drives. You know, food, because food is getting more expensive. So they say it's a living wage, but like you're barely living. It should be called a stay afloat wage. You know what I mean? And if you look into all of this stuff, it says risk of poverty in UK greater when father is sole breadwinner. So now you can't even be a man and be the sole breadwinner and your wife stay at home, which is how it used to be before a man could actually be the sole breadwinner of his house. This society, you can't even do that. Now you need your wife to go work. And you know, if a woman's working and she's in your house, she's gonna give you an attitude because you're looking at you like you don't pay everything. I just did a video where this woman's talking about you're meant to give her money and that. If you're just Joe Blog, you're a blue collar man. You're not earning that much, especially if you're not doing anything illegal or unsavory or anything that you're not meant to do. You're not really earning that much. To be giving her money, you gotta put a roof over your head, and make sure she can get a weave on her nails. I mean, this place is messed up, man. Families who rely on fathers' earnings alone are at greater risk of poverty than other households, with average income stagnant for the past 15 years, according to analysis by the Institute for Fiscal Studies. The IFS said that because fathers work in most single breadwinner household, those families have not benefited from the relatively large increases in women's earnings since the mid 1900s. So they want the women to go back to work so that you can send your kids off to school for them to go get indoctrinated. Over the past 2 decades, growth in the earnings of working fathers have been extremely slow, at 0.3 a year on average, according to the think tank. In contrast, mothers' earnings have grown by more than 2% a year. And how can that be when everybody's supposed to be getting the same wage? So I don't know how that is, because I know for a fact men work more and pay more taxes, and women contribute more to the national debt than men. So, you figure out those statistics. While the incomes of two earner families are 10% higher than in 2002 to 2003, the incomes of one earner families have not changed over that period. With men's earnings growing so slowly over the last 20 years, it has become increasingly hard for families dependent on the father's earnings alone to keep up with other families, to keep up with the Joneses stuff, said Jonathan Cribb, a senior research economist at IFS and an author of the report. Now, these people have some ridiculous jobs, These people are looking at statistics. They're not really providing any value, and they're earning more than a man who does blue collar work, whether or not it's delivery. Um, Electricians earn good money, plumbers, people with a trade earn good money, but even then, they don't earn as much money as these people who are just pencil pushers who don't really actually contribute to the economy. These people will sit there and tell you the obvious. You know what I mean? Like you need to go out and do research or a survey to tell you something that people can see using their common sense. The average incomes of one earner couples with children have not grown at all since the early 2000s. Oh, this place is done, man. This place is absolutely finished. As a man, you can't have any pride here. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Is it there? We'll leave that. This is Hagar 1:6. You have so much and bringing little. There's that guy working all them hours and he's not even earning nothing. He doesn't even have enough money to go and get a place. I don't blame him for living in that shelter, because if he goes and rents a place, his money's gone. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. And I can personally attest to this, man. Even today, I lost somebody asked me to get them something. I swear it was a £5. I went and got them the thing, and I even lost the £5. And I come back, there was I gave you £10. I'm not gonna argue with you over money, so I just gave them an extra fiver. You know what I mean? And I really do think they gave me a fiver. You're asking me to do you a favor, and I'm ending up taking my time and my money, and I end up losing £10. You know what I mean? I ain't trip over it. It is what it is, man. At the end of the day, when stuff like that happens to you, you're just supposed to, take it on the chin. Don't complain when that. Let's get that scripture, man. But this is what it is, man. You're in Babylon, man. This place is hell on earth. You know what I mean? If you have a mind to see what happens, they say a wise man Let's get that real quick. Man, that's it. I don't even know how to find it. All praise to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Talking about £10.85 an hour is a living wage. Get the hell out of here, man. Ecclesiasticus 2:4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So you can see Jake is in a low estate, man. You out here working for £8.50 an hour. You know, all praise to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I earn over the living wage, but even then, it's not a lot. I'd really have to work like 50 hours, you know what I mean, a week to really be doing anything. And even then, it's not really much. You know what I mean? Like it's not really much, man. If you look at the prices here, man, look at these. Look at this is just rent, brand new Brixton. This is a 2-bedroom. 925. If you're earning, say this guy's earning £1,300, you know what I mean, his rent is 925, you know, council tax is like 130, you know what I mean, so instantly that's 1,060 that you're gone. Bills is another 200, so 1,060, that's 1,260. What, you got 100 to buy food? That's not even taken into account if you got a car. So you definitely need somebody else in your household to be working. And then you have these stupid chicks out here talking about, right, man's supposed to be giving you money. What, is men supposed to go out there and sell drugs? Or just do something unscrewed? Because, you know, anyone with any sense will realize, you know, for you to get ahead in life, you need to do something unscrupulous, you know. You know, and there's good ways to earn money. But for the most part, you know, you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You know, you have to do things that aren't necessarily in the scriptures, you know. Like these people, I see some of these people have social accounts. Now if you have a social account, you can't be talking about, you know, the law and, you know, the commandments and stuff like that. People are not going to respond to that. People like drama and controversy, so then you have to act as if somebody who's down with Esau's system to really get a big following. So everything that you do to earn you money, you literally have to contradict the Most High's laws. So you can't, you know, unless you've gone and you've gotten a trade like an electrician, you know, a plumber, you know, you might be a civil engineer or electro technician or something like that, you know. And even then, you're still not, it's like 30 grand a year. That's not really a lot in hindsight when you look at the fact that you have people who are lawyers earning 60 grand to 120 grand a year, and even doctors who are really just poisoning you. They're not doing anything for you, and they're earning over 100k a year. But those, you know, those people, they work like 100 hours a week. You know, so this place is just vexing and just hell, man. But Jake want to stay here so bad and want to be successful here. Man, I can't wait for this place to be finished, man. I'm just, you know, regardless of what you do, you can't get ahead. You know what I mean? And you're just supposed to, you know, as the scriptures say, you're supposed to take it cheerfully. You know, when you're brought to a lower state. And Jake, we're in a lower state, man. You see all these people, you know, getting above us. Well, let's get that scripture. These people coming over and setting up their shops, their little Muslim shops. You know what I mean? These little Muslims in your community talking trash, disrespecting you. Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and that shall come down very low. So, you know, Jake is in a bad state, but Jake still want to stay here. You know, Jake don't want to return to the Father and take it cheerfully. You know what I mean? You wanna buck up against the Most High and the curses, and you're gonna end up dying for that, because these people really feel like this place is gonna last forever, and it's not. You can clearly see it's crumbling, you know. So yeah, all praises to the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, double honors to the elders and apostles of Jem Yeshua. Well, shalom to the elect.